Alright, hello guys. Today we are talking about oversupply and crafting thresholds. So some people doesn't know that you have a lot of experience to gain while crafting. So when you craft, you get experience to your archetypes, you get experience to your legacy level, and you get experience to your profession that you choose to go with. So what you want to do every day is crafting. And to do this the most efficient way, you want to reach the oversupply limit, because then you know that you used all your potential experience for that day. And also to keep track of your crafting experience, you also need to reach that limit, because the crafting experience works in that way that it decays 5% per hour. Alright, so I made a spreadsheet that is integrated in the threaded package spreadsheet. So if you make a new copy of this, you will gain this as well. If you're interested, this is not a requirement at all. So basically, I was crafting yesterday. My legacy level is 47, which means I have a threshold of 321,200 before I hit the oversupply. Alright, and now it's about 13 hours since I crafted. This means I now have 208,780-ish experience available. So what I want to do now is to keep crafting. If you, for example, don't craft for 20 hours, then you basically losing out of experience, because it decreases with 5% per hour. And if you hit the bottom, there's no more experience to be decayed, which means you losing potential experience every hour after that. So let's get into the crafting. This applies to anything you make, alright? You don't have to choose cooking like I did. I just did it because it's fast and pretty cheap, alright? I'm pretty lazy. So this one is supposed to give us 132,000. Alright, so as you saw, we got 186,000 experience because I have plenty of XP bonuses in cooking. So I have passive skill spec into experience, and I have the bedroom in my house that gives 5% extra experience from all sources, which means I get a lot more than those 132,000, right? So now you can see if we make another craft here, I will reach the oversupply. So this was added in a recent patch. So now you can actually track when you're gonna pass the oversupply, all right? So it was about 13 hours ago. And if we don't add up the bigger number, so this is just showing the actual experience that you get from the crafting. So in this case, it was 132,000, not the bonus experience. It doesn't count, all right? Now we have about 87k before we reach the oversupply, as you can see here. Now we can craft 87k extra. I was calculating to 77, but as I wasn't exactly 13 hours, this one is not necessary. This is just nerdy. What you have to keep in mind is do not miss out on the experience. When you see this oversupply bar, that means that you have crafted a lot and it's good, because you're not missing out on experience. So you want to craft as close to the oversupply limit. You make the craft, boom. We got another 115,000 EXP, and now we can't craft anymore without getting extra taxed. And as you can see, the tax is raising very high very quickly. So at this point, you don't want to craft anything else. So keep that in mind if you're planning to craft something for the day, like gear or boat supplies or whatever that gives a lot of experience. Don't do small crafts and get to the oversupply and then plan to do even more crafts. Plan your day, but craft every day. So we just made 185 plus 115,000. So we made 300k EXP in 2 crafts. And this was even when my threshold was only 13 hours down, which means we have about 7 hours of experience still locked up. But the only thing you have to keep in mind is never pass 20 hours since you reach the oversupply, because then you're basically missing out, okay? You always want to keep crafting. You don't have to like reach the oversupply every time, but you need to keep in mind when did I craft and how much did I craft to not miss out on the experience, all right? I hope this was useful, and use it as much as you can, and you will have such a much nicer leveling experience, I promise. Alright guys, so if you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more content. And until next time, have a good one.